Today's show is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way for you to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters with a flat rate for ad space so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. Apply today to become a member and immediately be connected with the advertisers that fit your audience. That's Podgo at podgo.co. Podgo, that's where the pods go.
Hello and welcome to the Infectious Groove Podcast, part of the Odd Pods Media Network. Recorded at the 33 1/3 Music Appreciation Center in Speakeasy, located just outside of Detroit, Michigan. The Infectious Groove Podcast is your source for jammy jams, music news, and the best in-depth music discussion. Thanks for joining us. Now here are your hosts.
Hey there, it's Russ and Kyle.
Hello.
And Michelle.
Hi!
And the reason why Michelle sounds so chipper is this is the season finale for season 2. And how long do you get off after this, Michelle?
Not long enough.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Yay! 2 weeks off for Michelle. So I will not be taking 2 weeks off. We have another new YouTube video that came out this week. And so far, the Guns N' Roses fans are behaving themselves.
What?
Yep. I thought for sure
It's a miracle.
we were going to get buried in downvotes and negative comments because the latest video that's up is on a very rare, like the rarest of all GNR pressings is the 4LP version of their live album. And I don't want to spoil my own video, but I don't have the most positive opinion of their live record because it had a lot more potential to be a lot better than it is. Mm-hmm. And I thought for sure as soon as I said something bad, all the GNR fans were going to be like, not my Axel, you know. And so
it's only been out for a couple of days. Give it time.
Yeah, we'll give it time and see what happens. And speaking of YouTube, you asked me about this on the last episode, and literally an hour later, we got the news that we got our URL fixed.
Yay!
So now you can just go to youtube.com/Infectious Groove Podcast, which is pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's just the easiest way to find us. And then on New Year's Eve, actually, I was down here all day shooting a whole bunch of new YouTube videos. So there's I added it up, and I think we have like 4 months worth of YouTube videos backed up right now,
damn.
which is cool. And then when we get into our feedback section, we've got some ideas for you.
Oh, boy.
YouTube videos. So we will get into that in a little bit. And then, as always, we have our Patreon. If you would like to join the list of supporters and help keep this thing afloat, we would appreciate that. You can go to patreon.com/Infectious Groove Podcast. We don't really have any bonus content that's exclusive for Patreon, but I set our tiers at like $1, $5, and $10. Like if you just want to help out at all, you can do that and keep both aspects of the show afloat, which is cool. Our main topic for this here season finale is going to be more or less like you've heard of Spotify Wrapped. This is going to be Infectious Group Podcast Wrapped, I guess, is what you would call it. We brought up our top 5 songs and top 5 artists for 2020, and we're going to break them down. I'm pretty sure this is going to consist of Kyle and I making fun of Michelle. But we'll see.
Ha!
But didn't you tell us a couple weeks ago you don't believe the robots? You don't think your list is right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We have proof.
No, I second that.
Oh.
We'll
Kyle said it, you're like, maybe that's true.
We'll get into it later, but just because it's a robot doesn't mean it's correct. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, my. Whew. There's going to be all sorts of disagreements with the robots. I will tell you this. Mine surprised me, but I have a theory on why mine looks the way it is, and it might apply to you guys, and you might not have thought of it yet. Because it took me like a day. I was like, I don't know if this is right. And then I
think mine, when I looked at it, mine's accurate. I looked at it and was like, yep, okay, yep, sounds right.
But then I sent him mine, and he was like, no!
Good Lord. All right, well, we're going to get into our normal segments, but before we do that, Happy New Year from our sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped is the best in below-the-waist grooming, offering precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. And they are here to help you have clean balls in the new year. So, Michelle, my question for you is this. Of everything that happened in 2020 that affected us adversely, the pandemic, complete and total loss of the live music experience, those two things or Kyle's wine cellar situation, what would you say was worse in 2020 prior to Kyle getting a hold of some Manscaped products?
I will say that his wine cellar?
Yes.
I will say that his wine cellar has gotten exponentially better, down there.
There's a better aroma coming from...
Of course.
There's a more full body, if you will, coming down from the
Yes, it's more full-bodied. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, happy 2021. Ring in the new year with Manscaped. Manscaped is here to give you the New Year's resolution you actually want to keep. They're offering the Perfect Package 3.0, which has everything you need to start off the new year strong. One of the things that they're including in the package now is their new...
To me, it just says cologne, right? So I use it all over the place. I spray myself down with
the
it.
way Manscaped feels about it, they say if you use deodorant on your armpits, why would you not use it on the smelliest part of your body?
Yeah, okay.
The wine cellar.
You do want to get rid of that musty smell.
Yeah, right, exactly, yeah. And they're including that in the Perfect Package 3.0, which already has the Lawnmower 3.0 in it, which the third generation trimmer has even more light to shine as bright as the potential in 2021.
Even more light?
Even more light, which is fantastic. Start your new year with a fresh set of testes thanks to Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. Use our code IGP20 to get free shipping and 20% off. That's manscaped.com, IGP20, and get 20% off and free shipping. New year, new balls.
Accurate.
That is accurate.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
They are fully responsible for bringing you our segments this week, and we'll start right off.
Feedback job. Don't worry about that. Right. Rock and roll be without feedback.
So we have, this is kind of cool. We have like a variety of feedback this week on like different aspects of our media empire. So I'm pretty excited about it. One, first and foremost, we had a listener from Chicago, Mike Downing, chimed in on the whole like artists you used to love and then hate now, or hated at first and love now. And he came in with one that I don't think this matters much to either of you, but it's one that as soon as he mentioned it, I was like, oh, I'm totally the same way. Was the band Queensryche, which I like. You guys probably at least know Silent Lucidity, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sing it.
No.
You thought about it for a second.
Well, no, because, by the way, for the listeners, whenever she says sing it, like, it's not that I can't sing these songs physically, it's that, like, copyright. Like, as soon as I do any of it.
You're just covering it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be our cover channel. Tune into YouTube for next video. But it's for you, it's one of those songs that as soon as I played it, even in the first three notes, because it starts with an acoustic guitar, as soon as it starts, you would be like, oh, I know this song.
I'm sure I do.
But Queensryche had Operation Mindcrime, and then the one that Silent Lucidity's off of that like blew him up was Empire. And that song, Empire, and Jet City Woman and Silent Lucidity were just huge hits. And then like from the record after that, they were just like, well, what if we're just not good anymore? You know, like in later years, there were things where like their main songwriter was Chris DeGarmo, and him and Jeff Tate, or he has the alternate spelling of his first name, Jeff. So it's Geoff.
Geoff.
And I once heard Axl Rose refer to him as Geoff Teate, and it killed me.
Change approved.
Right. And but anyways, like Jeff Tate is like known for his ego, surprise lead singer, you know, and Chris DeGarmo was their guitar player and main songwriter, and they split. And so pretty much when Chris DeGarmo left, all the fans were like, there went the talent. You know what I mean? Like, so anyways, it's one of those bands I never would have thought of, but there's absolutely that line for me and many other people. And Mike Downing pointed that out. Like as soon as Empire came out, we were like, yes, this is going to be great. And then from the next record on, all of us were like, never mind. You know, legally there were two versions of Queensryche touring at the same time once. Like, well, Rat and LA Guns did the same thing where they were legally there was two versions of the same band touring and whatever. Anyways, it was a whole thing. So from Twitter, we got a wonderful idea for a YouTube video. And I'm so excited about this. I'm like giddy about this idea. And I tagged you in it and you never replied because that's our social media director, everyone.
I did.
You did not.
I absolutely did.
Nope, that's a lie. I'm going to go look for it. It's not even there. Oh, look. Oh, wait. She does know how to use her phone. She's trying to use it right now. I say trying to use it. But we had a comment from Twitter where a person would like me to pull 5 records from my record collection, and Michelle has to say nice things about them. Which I think is wonderful because it'll be a challenge, and we'll see. Oh, wait. Oh, she did reply. and right on air, I have to say you're right. I don't like doing that. Well, I'm not going to read it right now. It's tiny, but
I said, can the nice things be about the record art or how shiny the vinyl looks?
So I said to my wife, I was like, I'm so excited about this idea, and I'm going to run it by Michelle today, and this is what it's going to be. And obviously, I hadn't seen your reply. My wife said, Michelle's going to be like, well, the cover art's pretty. Like,
she's right.
Yeah, but you can't say that about Pet Sounds. If I pull Pet Sounds, it's like the worst cover art ever. And the worst part of that album is the cover art. Holy crap. And then we got some feedback from like the YouTube comment section. And I don't know, maybe Kyle, you're probably the best person to address this. One person wonders if Michelle is real or just a figment of your imagination. Like, are you possibly manifesting a nightmare on the rest of us?
Both.
I'm a dream.
She is not only real, but she can also be a figment of your imagination when you think about...
like Peter Pan.
Yes, there you go.
If you just believe hard enough, she either exists or doesn't.
Yes.
That's not how this works.
That is not how this works. So I like actually laughed out loud when I read that comment. So
what does that even mean?
So, well, there's a couple of, it's a nice way of saying that someone would like to know if you exist. Do you remember how you didn't think my child existed for like the first 4 years of his life?
Who do they think is talking? Is this Kyle ventriloquisting? Is that a word?
The far easier explanation would be like just vocal manipulation. Like Kyle says some things and then he says the response, and then I just change the pitch of his voice. Or if you want to go down the ventriloquist road and give us all the visual of Kyle with his hand up here, you know,
up my where?
Yeah. Manscaped.com. So, but that, and then the one off Twitter, I think is wonderful. You know I would put in that pile like maybe like 2 records that I know that you like, so people can see what it looks like when you're being genuine and you actually like something, and then maybe 3 that like, or 2 that I know you don't like, and 1 that I can't remember if you like it or not, just to see how it goes. I think that video would be wonderful to make. Do you have more of a comment than just a sigh, or?
I'm not saying no.
Oh, hooray. She's not actually saying no. That's fantastic.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I'm not saying no. Yes.
That was fantastic. All right. Being that it's the new year, it's still pretty slow in the land of news, but we will move on and share what we can.
Music news.
What is going on, Kyle?
Well, as most of you, I'm sure, have already heard, but Alto Reed passed away. And if you don't know who that is, he was a saxophonist for the Silver Bullet Band, which is Bob Seger's band.
So anybody who listens to this, like, regionally, and by regionally, I mean, like, Chicago to Cleveland, like, Detroit down to, like Nashville-ish, everyone knows who the Silver Bullet Band is.
Yes.
Nationally, USA-wise, and certainly worldwide, I don't think a lot of people know exactly like who Bob Seger or Bob Seger and Silver Bullet Band are, but here's why this got reported. No matter where you listen to this podcast on planet Earth, in your lifetime, you've heard Turn the Page by Bob Seger. That saxophone that starts that's you've heard a bazillion times in your life, that's Alto Reed. So that's why it was like a thing that got reported, you know, that's like iconic. Like,
yeah, oh yeah.
I'm not a huge Seger fan, but I respect the hell out of that song's place in music history. You know, and it's like, I can't tell you how many times in my life you've been in a bar or listening to the radio or whatever, and that sax hits, you know. So, but he was 72, you know. So again, this isn't a thing where it was, you know, super young.
What did he pass away of?
Natural.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm certain rock and roll lifestyle to a certain extent takes a toll on that. Yeah. You know, like I don't think anybody in the Silver Bullet Band was ever known for like excessive addiction issues or anything. But if you work in rock and roll, you know, you're going to
especially back in the day when they were like in their heyday, they were all partaking in the same kind of stuff. So
and this is again a local Michigan story, but where I grew up in Clarkston, there was a house that was like just before you got to town, and the porch of it was like very unique, and it looked like it was like a really short disability accessible ramp, and one thing led to another, and it like as you grew up, it became like a urban legend that later I found out was true, that the house used to be owned by Bob Seger and Silver Bullet Band, and the reason why that ramp was there was they would ride their motorcycles in and out of the house.
What?
Like they would just park the motorcycles like in the living room of the house, and then everybody else would like, you know, be up in the bedrooms, and then when they left, they would just like open the door and be like out down the porch and out the house.
I love old rock and roll stories like that. That's great.
Well, old time rock and roll.
Oh boy.
I do.
There's a hot sax solo in that song too. Old time rock and roll. And actually Jimmy Fallon remade Alto Reed really famous again, probably about 5 or 10 years ago, because they had this whole, you know how Jimmy Fallon gets on like a obnoxious type bit that they don't let go.
Yeah.
They did this thing where they would just, in the middle of the show, somebody would say something about hot sax, and then they would play that bit from Old Time Rock and Roll, and everybody would air solo on the sax, and then they would like throw it to someone else, and they'd catch it. And, like, it's just funny seeing like Questlove and people that are like the epitome of cool, standing there air saxophoning to Old Time Rock and Roll. So, anyways, yeah, Alto Reed passed away. R.I.P. What else do we got?
There was another death that was announced that I just want to mention really quick. But MF Doom, he actually passed on Halloween. But his wife just the other day announced that he had passed. No one knew anything about this previous to that.
And then now I knew that he passed a while ago, and then they just now announced it. What was the cause of death there?
It hasn't been revealed yet.
Any idea what not exact, but
I can't remember how old he was.
I mean, probably 40s or 50s at least, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you don't know who MF Doom is, just go look it up, because I could go on all day about how influential and the impact that he had on the hip hop industry.
Influential on pretty much everyone except for Michelle, who right now is like in her mind is going, remember to look up MF Doom later.
I already had a whole conversation with her about it previously. Oh wait, that was the figment of my imagination, apparently.
No, you're right.
No, you're good. I should cut that out too.
You should cut it out.
Right. Good one. What else you got, Kyle? There was another death. Your ears, according to the next music story, because you don't fancy this band so much.
Kings of Leon has new music coming out.
That's the least excited he's ever been about anything.
Kings of Leon.
I very much do like Kings of Leon, and I wish to someday see them live. That's on my like bucket list concerts to go to.
Yeah, they were good when I saw them.
Yeah, but the new stuff that you can go and look up and hear snippets of it sounds like they might have taken a bunch of downers before they made these songs. I don't know.
Also sounds like and what you were saying last week is one of the things I talked about on last week's episode about Buck Cherry, where like every Buck Cherry album should be called "This Is Another Buck Cherry Album." I do agree that the snippets I heard, you're kind of like,
it sounds very much like
Kings of Leon.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Which for a lot of people, I guess that is what they're looking for, is to continue to hear more Kings of Leon. Sound like Kings of Leon.
I like when bands evolve, like, and I've talked about this on the show a ton. I love what Mumford & Sons have done. Like, I'm so happy that their 4 albums don't sound exactly the same. Because when their second record came out, I was like, this is your first album again. You know, and then the third album was like a step a little further. In the fourth album, like, if you played Mumford's first record and their fourth record for someone, you could convince someone it's a completely different band, even though Marcus's voice is pretty distinct. And I like that. I like that there's progression there. So we'll see. I mean, you know, we don't know. We've only heard snippets of songs. And the full songs are out next week, Michelle?
January 7th at 11 Central. So I don't know if that's AM or...
I'm sure it's not PM.
Why?
Oh, Jesus.
Why would they have it come out in the middle of the night?
Why would they have it come out in the middle of the day?
Because that's when people are awake.
Everyone's awake.
Holy crap.
Everyone's at work.
Just a reminder, Michelle gets a 2-week break after this.
That's a Thursday. What, I'm just supposed to stop working and go listen to these songs?
Well, hold on a minute.
At 2 p.m.?
Maybe the album's going to come by surprise on Friday when all music is released.
What did you call it?
Shock drop?
Yep.
Moving on.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap. All right.
It's our last episode of the season. I have to call this a shit show.
So it's just from now on, you're just doing that in the last episode? It's not going to be all throughout the whole season?
Just ramping it up for the last episode.
Yep. Sweet. Well, I'm glad you're able to crack yourself up. Holy crap. So I already hit our Jammy Jams drop. We are into our Jammy Jams. And I have 4 songs this week that have been stuck in my head. Jesus Christ. Was that joy? Like you're super excited?
Oh, no.
Right. I have 4 songs this week that have just been stuck in my head. Some just for no reason or another, really, on a couple of them. But one is because I just bought the Collective Soul's second album on vinyl. There's a ton of hits on that record, but Gel has stuck with me. What a jam. The riff on that song is insanely
Sing it.
good. Nope. Another one that randomly gets stuck in my head lately is She's a Rainbow by the Stones, which is a super old Stones cut. But the reason why it stuck with me for like the past, I don't know, however long she's been off SNL was the final episode that Kristen Wiig was a regular SNL cast member. Mick Jagger was the host. And at the end, they set up to take the show out with Jagger singing She's a Rainbow to Kristen Wiig, and she didn't know that it was coming. Like, it wasn't part of they had rehearsed this one skit, and then in the middle of the skit on live TV, everybody broke the skit, and Jagger saying that, and she was like crying, and it was fantastic. So for some reason, I get that song stuck in my head a lot. The Cure, Fascination Street, that was a Twitter interaction. Somebody reminded me about that song, and I was like, oh boy, now I'm going to listen to the Fascination Street just a ton. Like, The Cure has like so many great songs, but that's one that is like, if you were going to try and convince someone to be a Cure fan, that would be the song you would play, because it's like everything the Cure does right all in one song. And then the other song that I have stuck in my head is an old 80s hit by the band ABC, who had a couple of big hits. I think the thing they're probably most known for is a song called Promises, Promises. But they have a song called When Smokey Sings that's like literally just about how great Motown music is and how, like, you know, obviously, like, it's the chorus is When Smokey Sings, I hear violins, and like all the stars align tonight and all that. It's literally just about like how great Motown music makes you feel. And it's awesome to have an English band singing that, you know. It was like very much in the vein of how Culture Club came about that way. Like, Culture Club was from England and wildly influenced by Motown. So, but for out of nowhere, I've had that song stuck in my head, which has been cool. Kyle, what have your Jammy Jams been?
There is a song that I don't think I've mentioned on here before, but I mentioned the artist formerly known as Mike Stud, changed his name to Mike Period.
Oh boy. We've been over this before.
Yes, we have, because he's made it on the list before. But there's a song called White Flag that he does that I fancy. It's off his newest album.
Oh, you know what? Feedback. Did you see the Twitter interaction about Mike Posner, the record that someone on Twitter said,
No.
They tagged us and said, because of Infectious Group Podcast, I listened to the new Mike Posner record.
Good.
Well, yeah, and they were like, but I think someone should check up on Mike. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
That's awesome that someone went and actually listened to it. Everyone should go listen to it.
Everybody gets the Kyle bump. You know that. Sturgill Simpson got a number one.
I got the Kyle bump.
Good Lord.
Oh, that could not have been any more perfect.
She does have the Kyle bump. Oh my God. That was wonderful. Well done. Well done. Not that you can top the Kyle bump, but what else you got?
There is a new song by French Montana called Too Late.
Okay.
And
I saw you post that on Facebook.
I would not have ever even clicked on it if it wasn't featuring Jim Jones. I will put that out there because I am not really a French Montana fan. But damn, the beat is, they sample my third Jammy Jam is, it led to that jam, this third Jammy Jam.
The Kyle bump's got you all flustered.
This song led to my third Jammy Jam. Okay, that sounds better.
I get it.
So they sample Florence and the Machine.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't know who it was at first, and I just Googled whatever lyrics I could come off of what it was saying.
Yeah.
And it's a damn Florence and the Machine song.
And it's a sample, like Florence isn't singing.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a sample of her song. The song is Long and Lost from Florence and the Machine.
Okay.
That song by itself is bomb, and so is the way that they use it in the French Montana song.
Right on.
It is
a totally different thing, but just last night I listened to the Marshall Mathers LP front to back for the first time in a long time. And when Stan started, I always think about that like, because a lot of people don't know that Stan came out, was a hit way before Thank You was by Dido. Like, when Stan came out, people were like, and who the hell's singing that? And then Thank You was a big hit. And like, both of those songs are fantastic on their own.
It's very much the same way with this. And what I was telling Michelle earlier is that, like, I don't even understand how you come up with an idea for a song and you're like, oh, well, I have this Florence and the Machine sample and it goes great with this beat. And then we're going to get French Montana and Jim Jones to do a song over it.
And we talked about that before. That's when it's an art.
Yes, it's very much so. And it sounds so good the way it is. The video, which is what hooked me into it. is very much 90s hip hop. Like, it's just a bunch of dudes on the side of, like, by, I don't know what bridge it is in New York, but they're all, and it's just French Montana and Jim Jones rapping to the camera.
Nice.
It's just very simple.
That is very 90s.
Yep, very 90s. And, we're not going to pull permits. We're just going to jump out on the side of the road, and there's going to be 50 of us. We're going to shoot this video and disappear real quick. That's like how it went. But damn, great song.
Right on. Sweet. And did you post that at like New Year's Eve or something? Because I think you were like, whatever you do before the end of the year, listen to this song or something.
No, that's a different song.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But yeah, I did post this Jim Jones or French Montana song on Facebook.
Nice.
Yes.
Michelle, besides the Kyle bump, what else do you have to share with us?
I've been on a 60s kick.
Oh, sweet. This is good news.
Oh, I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, I'm being 100% serious. This is fantastic news. Like, it's not going to be like what I want it to be, like the Doors and Zeppelin and Sabbath, but
there's a Zeppelin on here.
Ooh, there's a Zeppelin. She's got the Zeppelin.
So I've just been putting on.
I have all of his records.
Mr. Zeppelin, yes. I've just been putting on 60s playlists, just random ones, and then getting songs from that stuck in my head. So A Whole Lot of Love is in there.
Right on, jam.
And then Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison has been stuck in my head as well.
I always think of that as a 50s cut, but it's early 60s.
I didn't actually look up the dates of it.
No, I think it is early 60s.
Then He Kissed Me by Crystals.
Oh, what a jam.
It's so good.
So this is, I think, before your time, but there was
the 60s was before my time.
Right. 60s were even before my time. There was a movie in the late 80s called Adventures in Babysitting. Elizabeth Shue was in it.
I know about it, but I don't think I ever saw it.
Some listeners are shaking their head yes. Other ones are like, they made a movie out of that? But that movie opened with that song in the opening credits, and it was the first time I'd ever heard the song. Like, somehow I'd never hered it before, and I was like, this song is amazing.
Yes.
So anyways, what else?
I just had one more that you're going to be mad about, but wouldn't it be nice?
Why am I mad? That's hey, you know what? That opens. Hold on a minute. That opens up a wonderful record called Pet Sounds.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't say that I hated all the songs on there. Like, Wouldn't It Be Nice is a great Beach Boys song.
You gave the Pet Sounds record a 5 out of 10, and there's no way around that.
It's just and then this is a great song, and there's other songs on there that make it go lower. Wait.
In 2 weeks, we're doing a clip show, and trust me when I tell you, your assessment of Pet Sounds is going to be a focal point of this clip show.
Sweet.
So, yeah. So we'll all get to relive that moment together. Why would I be mad that you were listening to Wouldn't It Be Nice, though?
Oh, because I knew you were going to bring up Pet Sounds.
Yeah, but it's a jam.
It is a jam.
Yeah, and you know what else is? The other songs on Pet Sounds.
To be determined. And then also on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, which I might have even put this in my Jammy Jams before, but I've been listening to Vitamin D by Ludacris over and over and over. He samples Cisco's
exactly
song.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same as the 60s.
The complete opposite end of the spectrum.
I listened to it twice this morning on my way to pick up Barb. That's how much.
I think when Marvin Gaye was cutting What's Going On, he was probably like, man, social injustice is one thing, but I hope that this song one day leads to Ludacris sampling the thong song.
About vitamin D. Do you get it? D?
I do
you
get
know
it.
what the D means?
Manscaped.com, IGP 20 for 20% off. No, but that's fantastic. I need to do that more with the 60s. Like, whenever I listen to stuff from the 60s, I already listen to like what I'm already deeply entrenched in. Mm-hmm. You know, like I need, like, I probably haven't heard Then He Kissed Me since 90,
right.
Like since the last time I watched that movie, but I love that song. So
I would say that the 60s is my favorite era to just put on and like just clean the house or do work, because every single song is a jam and I know every single one of them. Like even the 90s, I'm like, ugh, I don't like half of these. But like the 60s,
that's new for you.
I know. It's just full of jams, man.
So you would give the 90s 5 out of 10?
I would give the 90s 5 out of 10, yes.
A lot of stinkers.
Well, the
in there.
60s still only gets like 7 or 8 out of 10, so it's...
Oh, Jesus. Living Christ. All right, well, I'm going to let Michelle continue to dig the hole deeper. I can't... If we were going to have a theme for each season, it should be like, how deep can Michelle dig herself? We're going to be right back.
I don't know. Why would you say that out loud?
We're going to be back in a minute and talk about Michelle's 2020 and how many out of 10 that was. And we'll be back in 1 second.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dylan.
I'm Corey.
I'm Kendall.
Together, we host From the Middle, a a comedy and culture podcast about being middle-class guys living in the middle of America, in the middle chapters of our lives, with points of view that fall somewhere in the middle.
That's right, Corey. We chat about all things, mostly husband and dad life, geek culture, and entertainment from a relatively centrist and regular point of view. We all hear enough about the extreme ends of the spectrum, so we thought we'd create a conversational and relaxed podcast from a moderate perspective.
Flyover state? Psh, more like state fairs, livestock. Guys, what's something that's cool and impactful that is the antithesis of boring?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Listen to our podcast. We'd love for you to join the conversation. You'll forget you're not actually hanging out with us.
That's From the Middle, available wherever you find podcasts and at From the Mid Pod everywhere.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Zach.
It's Josh. Zach, do you enjoy video games, drinking, and attempting to solve the world's problems through ridiculous schemes?
Yeah.
Do you think others would enjoy that?
I mean, I really hope so.
So do I. So I think you all should come spend some time with us, the Midwest Meltdown. This show was created by these two fine gentlemen here, myself and Zach, when we spent the last 14 years telling each other funny stories, talking about video games, and literally anything else that comes to mind. We wanted to turn our passion for gaming into something that we could share with everyone. So again, follow us, the Midwest Meltdown, anywhere you can find your podcasts. That's Spotify, Apple Music, Podbean, Google Pods. Check us out. We'd be happy to have
you. Hi, I'm Shannon.
I'm Jamie.
We're Married with Television, marriedwithtv.com. We are a couple of Hollywood normies on the outskirts of the film and TV industry, and we talk about our favorite TV shows, music, and movies, and sometimes they talk back to us.
Sometimes they do.
Our podcast is Married with Television, one word, on Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud.
Possibly Amazon soon. And we are a proud member of the Odd Pods Media Network.
Married with TV!
marriedwithtv.com.
And we are back, and for this second half and finale to season 2 of the Infectious Groove podcast, we are going to see how Michelle's 2020 went. We already know that Kyle and I were probably listening to great music, but there's a better than even chance that Michelle wasn't listening to good music. So let's get into our big deal here.
It's time for the Infectious Groove podcast. Main topic of discussion.
I remain so proud of that drop. I'm
so good.
So proud of that. And so what we're going to get into is if you have Spotify, they do this Spotify Wrap thing, which I think I don't know if either of you know this. Didn't they kind of lift that off Apple? Doesn't Apple Music do some sort of like year-end thing?
Apple.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah,
Apple.
I don't Apple either. I'm not really sure.
But I think they did, and then like
somebody
Spotify
who
came
tell
up.
Us.
Right? Yeah, somebody who uses Apple tell us if Apple does something like this. But I think it's kind of cool that like I think last year was the first time where I even noticed it. I don't know how long they've been doing it. But
I think so too. I think it was the first time I noticed it.
And I was like, oh, that's rad. Like, what a cool way to wrap things up. So they tell you all sorts of things about, even like now it tells you what podcasts you're listening to the most, which was cool because when the Spotify Wrap for 2020 first came out, we got a bunch of people sending us screenshots saying that we were their most listened to podcast,
to me too,
which I thought was sweet. Oh yeah, and we made Podchaser's list for the 40 podcasts that you should be listening to.
Yeah, why didn't we put that in music news?
That could have been music news. I forgot about it.
We didn't put it. I mean, it's us news.
About music.
Outside of a flute player, we don't have anybody who makes music. So
you should talk to Kyle's butt.
And I heard that all of the flute players' albums are full of stickers. So
was my butt.
Yeah. So So I just thought this would be fun if we narrowed it down to the last thing that they give you is this like quick wrap up. That's your top 5 artists for the year and your top 5 songs for the year. And it's some of these for me make total sense. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that. And one thing I guess we might as well bring this up now is, so I was looking at my list and I realized that I used Spotify for listening way less this year than I have before because of, for me, and you guys know this, like once I found the Casey Kasem countdowns on the iHeartRadio app, I've been listening to that like all of the time.
It's been like 6 months.
Easy. And it's spoiler alert, it's going to be another 6 months or a year going on of that.
Yay.
And yeah, I know you're excited. And but like I've been listening to that a ton. I've been listening to a ton of other podcasts, like, and doing like guest spots on other shows and whatnot. So like I've physically used, and then between that and then when I'm home, I listen to vinyl a ton. You know,
who do you listen to podcasts on?
Spotify.
Oh, also at the beginning of when we started recording a year ago, you didn't listen to podcasts,
right? Yep. So, So for all of those things, so like I don't know if maybe you guys are listening to other stuff. Like Michelle, you still listen to the radio for some reason.
Wait, stop. Who doesn't listen to the radio?
Everyone. We covered this. Everyone but you listens to everything else except for the radio. Yes. Do you know how the huge corporations just went through and cut like tons of like over half the radio workforce? Mm-hmm. It's because no one's listening to the radio.
I'm listening to the radio. I'm trying to save their jobs single-handedly.
You were legitimately mad that 89X doesn't play the same kind of music anymore.
Right. You know why 89X switched formats?
93.9. My brother was mad about 89X.
Yeah. You know why 89X switched formats? Because no one listens to the radio
89X
anymore.
has not been a preset of mine in the last like 5 years.
Mm-hmm. So no one listens to radio but
I
you.
listen to radio.
And then Kyle, like, I don't know, like a lot of times you've talked about like listening to brand new albums from somebody or whatever, like on repeat and whatnot. So like, I think maybe that goes into it for you too.
Yeah. And so I do not listen to podcasts on Spotify. I try to keep, because I don't like the way that their format is on there. And so I do all my podcasting on Google Podcasts. Mm-hmm. Because of the way it's organized and how it looks, and it's just better. And I don't like having podcasts mixed in with the music I'm listening to.
No, I hear that.
Yeah, it's irritating. But I find myself listening to stuff on their podcast wise, if it's an exclusive thing to Spotify. Right. I have to listen to it on there.
Which, by the way, Spotify, we're open to a exclusive contract.
We absolutely are.
I mean, I
heard you guys were giving those out.
Yeah, we're on Podchaser's list of 40 podcasts you should be listening to.
And we were nominated for Music Podcast of the Year.
We certainly were.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. So, I mean, Spotify.
Are we going to get the cow bump?
Yes. All of us are going to get the cow bump. Yeah, I'm going to talk to Kyle about certain Manscaped products I'd like him to use before we enter into the Kyle bump. But yeah. So having said that, I figured we could just talk a little bit about each of our sections first, and we'll start with top 5 songs. And I am so interested to hear Michelle's top 5 songs from Spotify. It's not even funny. I'm so excited to hear this. So I guess start with 5 and work your way up.
Bad Guy by Billie Eilish.
Oh, really?
I know. I don't know that I've ever...
You didn't hear that enough on the radio and in commercials?
I don't know that I actively sought it out on Spotify. I think it just plays.
Oh, like your weekly playlist.
Yeah, and
stuff.
like so, like and you play it. So then I listen to like my daily drive, and it's just like songs that they already know you like, and they just put the same fucking songs in between the podcast every day. And
Michelle has tips she'd like to share with the folks at Spotify. When we go to the headquarters to sign a contract, maybe you can share your tips with them.
I need them to change the algorithm.
So with Bad Guy, you don't remember ever seeking it out?
At some point, I know in 2019, I think I did. Like, I wanted to hear it. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I don't remember actively seeking it out. This year it just shows up on, like, all of my, like, daily drive playlists.
As you get closer to your top 5 songs, do you think it gets more accurate for stuff that you sought out? No? Okay, what's number 4?
Tim McGraw by Maggie Rogers, which is true.
Yeah, I know for a fact you sought that song out.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just asked her a question. She said no, and then turned around and confirmed.
Yes.
Sweet. Number 3?
XO by John Mayer.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, you sought that out too.
I did.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So would you like to continue to disprove your own theory or? But what's funny about the I'm sorry, who did the Tim McGraw cover? Maggie
Rogers.
Okay, I still haven't heard her cover outside of the one time you put it on our playlist because I love the Taylor Swift original.
Oh, that's so bad.
No. She wrote the song.
I don't care.
Oh. What if Maggie Rogers did a cover of the entirety of Pet Sounds?
It'd probably be excellent. 10 out of 10.
Oh, my God. What about number 2 and number 1 for you for songs? Number 2?
Number 2 is also John Mayer.
Which Slow Dancing in the Burning Room. Mm-hmm.
And then number 1 is Hold Me While You Wait by Louis Capaldi.
Yeah, I just physically saw him for the first time on New Year's Eve thing. And I was like, oh, that's what a Louis Capaldi is.
That is what a Louis Capaldi is.
Mm-hmm. He looks like the lead singer of Keane to me.
Oh,
To the point where I was like, why is the lead singer of Keane on New Year's Eve, like, in America? That's really... And then it was like Louis Capaldi, and I was like, that's Louis Capaldi. That's not even that guy.
Can I quickly divert from this to
something absolutely.
Else? Okay,
I mean, we got all the time in the world for you, Michelle.
So they said, the internet, Spotify said that Hold Me While You Wait was the song that I listened to most this year.
Mm-hmm.
However, they said that I listened to 923 minutes of my life listening to Godzilla by Eminem, which is 15.38 hours.
Okay.
So you're telling me that I listened to 15 hours of Godzilla, which I did not do, and you think that I listened to Hold Me While You Wait more than 15 hours?
Yes. And also...
You're just like, yes, moving on.
No, so you're not really I mean, like, you were all about that Eminem album when it came out. And you have to remember, it's counting anytime you hit play ever. So if you, like, we're like, oh, because that's one of the songs where he does, like, his speed rapping in it,
yeah,
right?
That's what I was going to say. She's probably driving to and from work, like, in the car for 15 hours in 1 week.
Jimmy Dickens?
Jim Dickskin over. No, but like that, or just talking to someone and being like, listen to how fast he did this, or whatever, like you're playing it ever. Or you're, like Kyle said, just leaving it on while you're on the way to and from work or whatever. Like, I mean, I think these numbers are more accurate than you think that they are. I mean, I don't know at all. I mean, like, here's my thing. What do they have to gain by making that up?
I don't know, but my picture on my 2020 top thing, wrapped from Spotify, is the same picture as Kyle's. It's the same Eminem picture. Why?
Because our number one artist is the same.
Yeah.
We both did not listen to Eminem that much this year.
Oh my Lord, we did a whole series of episodes about exactly how much you guys listened to Eminem.
Yep.
He was in the album tournament. You probably listened to it at least a couple of times for that, because it was made it through at least one round of the album tournament, so you would have listened to it then.
Now, what is it that I confirmed that I thought the metrics were like a little out of whack that it gave to you?
How many new artists I listened to?
Yes. And what does it say?
I just want to say that I listened to more new artists than you did.
Which is a lie.
Oh my. He got offended.
It says that I discovered 343 new artists this year.
Yeah, I meant to look at that for mine too, and I didn't screen cap it, so.
You listened to 334 genres, including 94 new ones.
Oh, how about that?
So my numbers are way bigger.
Whoa. So. Hey. There's no need to get into who's bigger than who. And that was your number one. What was your number? Louis Capaldi was your number one?
Yes, and it supposedly I started listening to him in January last year, which I don't even think that's true either.
Why? Never mind. I'm not... How about this? During season 3, why don't we go into a big series of you proving your conspiracy theories against... Yeah, it'll be like the thing that kicked off this whole podcast explosion is cereal. We'll just do a whole series. Michelle will be sitting here doing her best Sarah Koenig. Like, you understand that's not right? Like, you get that? Like, I didn't listen to Eminem that much. Good Lord. Kyle, what do you got for your top 5? I feel like your top songs are going to be way different than your top artists.
Yeah.
That's a guess.
No, yeah, they're different.
My number one artist and my number one song matched up, but everything else for me was like staggered. But I thought yours would be like way different, your songs against your artists. What do you got for top 5 songs?
They're close, but also it's like half and half.
Right on.
Starting at 5, The War Inside of Me by the Lost Dog Street Band.
Oh,
who?
I don't know this.
It was my Jammy Jam one week.
Really?
But that's why I think this thing is bullshit.
Oh boy.
Because I did not, when I found this band on YouTube and I happened to listen to this song, it was my Jammy Jam one week, but I don't know how it would be my 5th most played song that that I have. I don't think that that's accurate.
So,
I really don't.
So what you're telling me now is this is going to be a double investigation.
Yes.
From both
Now,
of them.
everything else that I'm going to mention to you, 100%. I played them, like probably 100 hours of each of them. Like that's how often I play. But
I'm
not
like really sure that he's listened to more than you. Like really sure of that.
No, it was the new artist thing. Like
it's an audio only podcast, but if you saw the confidence in Kyle's face just now, he almost leaned across to like get in her face about it.
He sent me those screenshots yesterday, and he was so proud. He was just fucking.
Oh, and I bet you were so excited.
He was a pig in shit yesterday, and I was like, look at this shit.
Good Lord. Okay, number 4.
The reason that we
less focus over here, more focus over here.
The reason we brought this up is because on my thing it said that I listened to 120 new artists, and I feel like literally weekly, multiple times I'm bringing up new shit to the show that neither of you have heard of. Or
that doesn't mean we're not on your Spotify.
But I know. But I'm listening to these things on Spotify.
But you said that nothing that we've heard. It should be nothing that you've heard.
I'm running mine again right now, so I can get my numbers on this. But what do you got for number 4, Kyle?
Hurricane Love by LA Women.
You've definitely listened to that song.
Yes.
I've listened to that song.
I absolutely love that song, and it actually, I don't even know. It seems like it would be higher than number 4, but I'll take it. Number 3 is Run by Joji.
Which I believe was more than Hurricane Love.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I listened to 531 artists this year.
See, there's no way. No, there's no way, because that just completely...
What? Can I help you complete that sentence? What are you talking about?
He said the reason that my number is so high is because I put the playlist together. But I don't actually listen to every single one as I'm putting them on.
Yeah.
The metrics are fucked up, man. I'm telling you. There's something weird here. There's something weird here. You add a lot of... You're adding all this new stuff to the playlist, which is underneath your account, right? It doesn't care if you listen to it or not, but you're adding it and they're assuming you're listening to it.
I could see how that could be accurate.
Yeah. Okay.
What is your next song?
Number 2 would be You and Me by Yellow Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I've heard you talk about that a lot. So you posted a lot.
Yep.
I saw you running down the street with a banner once.
That must have been while I was at work.
Stacy was like, "Who ran by the house just now?" Kyle with that Yellow Wolf banner again. And who was numero uno?
Numero uno. This must have happened when I caught Bieber fever. But Intentions by Justin Bieber and Quavo.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. My 5 songs, all of them totally make sense for me.
Yep. You believe the metrics. You believe the machine.
Yeah, I believe in the robots. All 5 of mine totally make sense, and I can tell you exactly why all of these things happened for my 5 songs. My top 3 songs from 5, 4, and 3 are all from the same artist from the same album.
Wait, can we guess?
Yeah, that'd be fun. I don't think either of you will get it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit, no.
It's a live album. It's a live album.
Well, I wanted to guess the artist, not the album.
Okay. But I'm saying I'm thinking telling you it's a live album will help you guess who the artist is.
I was going to guess Pink Floyd.
I was going to guess Michael Jackson.
You're both wrong.
Yes, yeah, I knew it.
But this will totally make sense. Van Halen.
Damn it!
Okay. And with Edward passing,
yep.
they have officially 2 live albums, and I like the one that recently came out with David Lee Roth, but like I love the one with Sammy Hagar that came out in 92 or 93 live right here right now. It was the first tour I got to see Van Halen on and all that. So obviously when Edward passed away, I was feeling some kind of way, and it was very like a therapeutic type thing to listen to that live album again. So Pound Cake, which is one of my all-time favorite Van Halen songs.
It's been on the playlist.
Yeah, and they open with it on that live record, and it was a memory thing. It was like the first, go to the Palace, and that sense of like before Garth came out, that sense you have of like, holy crap, I'm about to finally see.
Yeah, it's like electric.
So like the curtain drops and the drill happens and Pound Cake goes in, and I was like, that's Edward Van Halen right there, So having that live album from that tour, I listened to that track a ton.
Yeah.
Ain't Talking About Love and Panama were number 4 and number 3.
Panama's my jam.
And the version, like, I always have to step back on this. Zero disrespect toward David Lee Roth. The version with Sammy on live right here, right now, it's like a little faster than the version you're used to. And Sammy, he doesn't sing it any better than Dave. He just sings it different than Dave. And he just brings a different energy to it. It's really, really cool. And the version of Ain't Talking About Love is kind of the same. It's one of those songs that, like, by that point in Van Halen's career, you would think that they would sound very checked out doing that song. But Sammy brings like a new energy to it. Number 2 for me is the kind of the odd man out, but I remember distinctly getting this song stuck in my head this year. And you know how almost every weekend the Jamie Jams, I always say, I got this song stuck in my head and I listened to it like 100 times this week. Okay, this one for sure I listened to a minimum of 100 times the week that I got it stuck in my head, and all the way through every time. Stay by Sugarland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can
see that.
I mean, that was one of those things where like that song would end and I would be like, do it up. Like, let's kick it in again. I don't know why.
Remember we did that with Lord Lines?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We wore that record out the day you got it.
When I got the 12-inch single for Blurred Line. Mm-hmm. And then I this one I kind of spoiled a couple weeks ago when I talked about it, but my number 1 song of the year, and I know exactly why this happened, was Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. And because this year was the 10-year anniversary of when we lost him, and it doesn't give you dates of when you listen to all this stuff. That would be great for you, though. I wasn't even in the car that day. But it doesn't give you dates, but I would be stunned if June 25th I didn't get the majority, like probably most of that 24-hour cycle I listened to Man in the Mirror.
Right on.
So
how many minutes does yours say you listen?
I will have to go back and get that because I didn't look just now. I'm
just curious as to so when you look at how many minutes you've listened, is that because you said you listen to a lot of vinyl and you said you listen to a lot of stuff other than Spotify, so I'm wondering if yours numbers are significantly lower than mine. 28,202 minutes, which is
Jesus Christ,
which is
and you leave, but you leave, again, you leave it on at work all day too, right?
But it's almost 20 whole days.
Right, because you leave it on at work all day.
That's 20,000 more minutes than me.
But you don't work in a situation where you can leave it on.
That's totally true.
Yeah.
I leave it on at my desk most of the days, and I have a 45-minute
I discovered 108 new artists this year.
Okay.
174 genres, including 41 new ones. Okay. Your top genres were, which we didn't even, it should just be dance.
Techno and dance.
Rock, pop, soft rock, comic, and rap.
Mm-hmm,
so, and then what was the?
It's at the very last slide.
Okay, because I'm like, where, like trying to get to the thing that you asked for. 1,583 minutes listening to podcasts this year. My top podcasts were, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to make anybody mad. Where is this
the
thing?
very last slide where it shows you your top artists and top songs. That looks like this.
9,548 minutes.
Yeah, mine was 8,837 minutes.
So we have an open chair on the show.
What the
we would like an actual music fan, not Kyle, who only put in 8,000 minutes of listening.
That's the biggest shock so far for me.
Yeah. Well, and again though, but why don't you look at my Casey Kasem numbers though? My Casey Kasem numbers are going to be like 15 hours a day.
It's skewed because so I probably 50-50 listen to Spotify and YouTube equally when I'm listening to music.
Yeah, see, that's another reason why your numbers would be lower.
Yep, so a lot of the shit I'm listening to, I'm watching the music videos or listening to just the albums on YouTube as I'm doing something else.
Kyle would like a total count of everything.
I would say
recount.
The only time I'm listening to music at all is I don't have a CD player in my car, so it's either the radio, which is like half the time, or Spotify. And then at home, it's either Spotify or putting on an actual record. So Spotify is 99% of my music intake, I would say.
How much time would you say you spent listening to Bon Iver this year, Kyle?
5 minutes or so.
However long that Taylor Swift song is.
Not long enough to realize that it was a band and not one guy.
Michelle, who were your top 5 artists starting with? Again, you told us your number 1, which you don't believe because it's robots.
That's not why I don't believe it.
But who is your number 4? Or number 5, rather?
Kaleo. Oh, so total sidebar, but I was going through, anyways, I went down an Instagram hole of things that I've been tagged in the past. And one of them,
a lot of porn pictures.
Yeah, lots of porn. And there was.
I'm just painting a picture for the people that can't wait to see you on YouTube. Boy, are they going to be let down.
So the James from Chicago tagged you and I in a post when we went and saw Kaleo in Chicago. Yep. And he said that literally the only description on the post is, now we know how to pronounce the band's name.
And apparently we forgot since then. Sweet.
We drink.
Yeah. So. Yep. So Kaleo or Kaleo.
Yep.
And number 4 for you?
Matt Mason.
Oh, yeah. Someone just last night came over for music night and did the thing where like, no one's going to know who I'm talking about, but I've really been into this artist lately. His name's Matt Mason. And I was like, yeah, I totally know who that is. And he was like overjoyed. that I had heard
Yay.
of him. And I credited y'all.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, the two people I do the show with are the ones that told me about him.
He's a good one.
What do you got for number 3?
The Lone Bellow.
Oh, giant
Which
surprise.
is accurate.
They didn't make my top 5 this year. I'm telling you. I don't like the last album, so.
I'm going to write Brian a strongly worded letter.
I'm going to write Brian a text. Tell him he should come back on the show.
Burn.
We'll have
Explain yourself.
Yeah. Allow him to interview me about why I didn't listen to them enough this year. Number 2, are you at?
John fucking Mayer.
Does it say exactly that?
Wow, based on just 2 songs.
I
The
know.
only 2 songs you like by him. And then I think I remember what number 1 is, but I will let you.
Eminem. Which I'm okay. I love Eminem. I'm not saying I didn't, but I believe that 2 through 5 I listened to so much more than Eminem I did.
Nope.
No, okay.
Like, we did a whole tournament. None of those artists were in the tournament. Eminem
So I listened
was.
to it. So I listened to Eminem one extra time then.
No. However many.
There's been multiple times where you said that you've gone back and listened to a bunch of his old stuff. We're not just talking about new Eminem. It's Eminem entirely.
I know.
You listen to him all the time, constantly.
Oh boy, Kyle, what do the robots have for you? Number 5.
You know what? I think this one's inaccurate too because it's a fucking robot.
Oh boy.
Number 5 is Big Sean.
Okay.
He's from Detroit.
You know what? I did listen to his new album a couple times, but I don't feel like it's been more than.
Dude, I really think that the amount you listen on YouTube is coming into play here because you listen to YouTube so much that the amount you listen on Spotify is probably like you probably listen to Big Sean more on Spotify than you did YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's skewed because I'm like 50-50. Well, probably like 70-30 with listening on YouTube versus Spotify. Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense.
That's the only reason I think it's the same thing with me. Like, like the Casey thing. I've been listening to Casey Kasem so much, but when I do go to Spotify, I usually go there specifically because I have an artist or a song stuck in my head, and that's why my top 5 artists look like they look.
Yeah.
Right.
So, anyways, who do you got at number 4?
Number 4 is Joji.
That's not a surprise.
No, I definitely agree with that. Number 3 is Sturgill Simpson.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, look at Sturgill shifting into high gear on his lawnmower. Get up to number 3.
He got the cow bump.
Yeah, he did. He did get the Kyle
I
bump.
know.
BTS fans got nothing on Kyle.
Number 2 is Justin Bieber.
Oh wow, the fever fell into the number 2 spot.
I know. I caught the fever a couple times, but it did not.
But again, he's another visual artist for you, though.
Yep.
Like a lot of times on the show, you've been like, and there's a new Justin Bieber video.
Yep.
So like that could be why he slid to 2.
And actually, the literal.
I'm making excuses for Kyle's relationship with Justin Bieber. In case
honestly
Bieber's in Canada somewhere listening to this, I don't want him disappointed.
I would have never listened to the new Justin Bieber album, probably, if it wasn't for that documentary thing that he did. And each song was in each episode.
Yeah.
So then, like not the whole song either, just a little bit of it. And I was like, oh, God, I want to listen to the rest of that. So then when it came out, I did.
The thing that made me want to listen to the record was you talked heavily about the internet being the internet and like insulting the album because people didn't like the content of it and him talking about like being in love and whatever. And literally I had no interest in the album until you were like, yeah, the internet sucks. And I was like, okay, well now I'm going to support this album.
Yeah.
So who do you have for your number 1 artist?
Number 1 is Eminem, which I fully agree with because
and we can all agree you listen to way less than Michelle because she's a bigger fan. So.
I listened to Ludacris more than I listened to Eminem this year.
That's not
Hands
real.
down. Okay.
I wish there was video of this.
I need to make clear that I'm not on the side of the robots. I just know how electronics work.
You're a robot. Will you send your my Spotify?
Did you just call me a robot? First of all, not possible. Second of all, you said it like it was an insult.
You're a robot.
Yeah. Well, you're a robot. Like, oh, the show's over.
Get out of here, you robot.
My top 5 artists are eclectic, if nothing else. They're eclectic. There's 2 on mine that you could maybe call similar in some respects, but I don't think they're very similar artists. But number 5 for me is this is kind of the odd man out, and I don't remember why this would have happened. But Aerosmith is number 5 for me. And all I can figure is I must have just got on some sort of Aerosmith kick.
They were on the
they were on the tournament for sure.
But I wonder if that spun off into
like me going on an Aerosmith kick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it must have.
Doesn't sound like you. That's weird.
Yeah, I know. That's number 4 for me, and I know exactly why this happened. Number 4 for me is Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, yeah.
And that happened because pretty much anytime I hear anybody not even say anything bad about Weird Al, but like not fully praising Weird Al, I'm always like, do you have a minute to talk about the scriptures? Like, and I will play every Weird Al song for everyone in a row.
I used something that you taught me about Weird Al in a conversation with somebody at work. They're like, yeah, you know, he makes fun of all of these people in these songs. I said, did you know that he gets permission from all the people that he makes fun of before he does it?
Yep.
They're like, really?
And legally, he doesn't have to.
Yep. I was like, he gets their approval before he puts out anything.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, well, that's really cool.
Legally, he doesn't even have to. And he does. He's got tons of songs that he's done that he'll never put out because the artists were like, I'd rather he didn't. And so he's got probably some awesome material that we're never going to hear.
Do you think posthumous?
No, actually, that came up when Prince passed because Prince.
No, for him when Weird Al dies.
Oh no, absolutely not. No.
What is that? Say that word.
But posthumously.
That's the one.
And because the reason why I don't think it'll happen is because when Prince passed away, because Prince and Paul McCartney and a couple other people have very famously been the people that have always told Weird Al.
Of course, Paul did.
And yeah, when Prince passed away, a lot of Weird Al fans were like, you know, do you think you'll share the Prince stuff that you did? And he was like, Prince didn't want it when he was alive. I'm not going to do it now that he's
Definitely
gone.
not when he's dead.
And
but...
so I would be surprised if Weird Al didn't put something like that in his final wishes. You know, like, I don't ever want this stuff to get.
He's going to take that shit and bury it.
I mean, he's probably got some unreleased stuff we haven't heard, but I don't think he'd ever allow that stuff to be. He's just a kind dude.
Yeah.
You know, and he always did stuff the coolest way too. Like him and Michael Jackson had such a mutual respect from the whole beat it, eat it thing that if you look at the Fat video, the reason why the Fat video looks so genuine is because Michael Jackson left the entire set that he built for the Bad video for Weird Al to use to shoot the Fat video.
I used that exact same fact in that same conversation with the person I was telling them about.
Which I think is so rad.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like a mutual respect between
that's
artists.
badass.
It's so rad. And then the Lady Gaga story too, where Weird Al went to Lady Gaga's people and they were like, no. And pretty much the whole internet was like, oh, what an asshole lady. And then when Lady Gaga got word of it, she was like, of course I want. What? Like, who the hell told Weird Al no?
Yeah.
Like, it was she personally didn't even tell him no. So, you know, like she personally got a hold of him and was like, yeah. Tear it up, you know. Kurt Cobain famously coined the phrase like, "You haven't made it till Weird Al's done your song," because Weird Al called Kurt Cobain when Nirvana was doing SNL, and Kurt Cobain said that whole week was terrible for them, and the best part of the whole week was when Weird Al called to be like, you know, okay, can we do this song?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Kurt was like, hell yes, you know. Number 3 for me was Prince. Not a big surprise.
No.
I'm always listening to Prince all the time. Number 2 for me was Van Halen, which I think would have, like, I always listen to Van Halen, but that obviously got skyrocketed up. And then to the surprise of absolutely no one on planet Earth, the number 1 artist for me was Michael Jackson.
Guns N' Roses not on the list.
Not even
Pink Floyd?
No. So Pink Floyd is a huge vinyl thing for me. Like, I really listen to a lot of Floyd on vinyl because I almost always listen to their records front to back. You know, it's not really an artist that I listen to like one song. And GNR and I are kind of on a breakup. I'm just
the internet yet?
Oh yeah, the internet's very aware. Yeah, here's my thing with Guns N' Roses. First of all, they only have 5 studio records in 35 years that they've been around.
Axl's done a great job putting out music.
Well, there's only so much I can listen to the same 5 albums.
Yes.
You know, and I was just talking to a friend about this last night. Like, that band cares way less about promoting them than I do. That's wrong. Like,
Yes.
if the artist cares way less about what they're doing than I do, then like I should give up.
How many records does Michael Jackson have?
Solo or with the Jacksons or
Sorry, I should.
Well, so for sure, there's Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous, History Continues, and Invincible. So for sure, there's those 6. And then there's some stuff that's kind of like dicey. Like, he has stuff that's considered solo records from before Off the Wall, but he was still in the Jacksons. At the most, it's like 2 or so more.
Either way, there's more material than GNR.
Way more. Yeah, even if you just consider Off the Wall through.
Right.
So
Creed probably has more material than GNR.
Creed's got, I think, only 3 solo studio albums.
Damn.
I think yeah, because if there was more, I would just quit music altogether. I would just be done altogether.
I heard 2021 is the year of Creed. So.
It's supposed to be. Supposed to be. So anyways, I thought this was fun for us to look back on what we did. And it'll be interesting for me to see, like, I really think that the way that we consume music says a lot about these lists. Like, you get to put on Spotify a ton at work, whereas we don't do that or listen that way
right
as much. So with you probably have a lot of stuff in your play log that you would be like, I've never even listened to that song, but Spotify's like, oh no, we snuck that in.
Yeah, it just plays when you're not even paying attention.
Yeah. And with you, like it's not a surprise. You're such a visual medium person that you would rather listen while you're seeing it. So it doesn't surprise me that you would listen more that way.
Right.
And then I think when you're in the car a lot, don't you listen to CDs anyways? Like when you're in the car?
Yeah. So I have a Bluetooth adapter thing that I use my phone for too, but it's mostly either NPR or CDs.
Right on.
NPR is the radio. Just want to say that.
So, Michelle, you have reached the light at the end of the tunnel for season 2. How excited are you?
Hallelujah.
She's so excited. I've never seen a person work less and want to break more than...
It's been exhausting.
This episode right
here.
It's
exhausting having to turn on my personality every week.
As I'm talking...
And being dazzling and funny and...
Oh, wait. Hold on. Are you giving us a preview for what you plan to do in season 3? Because you haven't done any of that yet.
All of that has been in this episode.
Did you guys record a different episode this morning?
Oh my God.
He actually makes us do test recording.
You guys do a run through beforehand. So anyways, Michelle has done it. She's made it through season 2, everyone. Kyle and I would just be back next week, but someone needs a break from thinking once a week. So, in all seriousness, here's the thing. So we are going to take a 2-week break from recording, and then we will record another episode and get the season 3 premiere. Will come out to everybody 2 weeks from the day you're hearing this, which will be Monday, January 25th. Unless you need to extend your break to 3 weeks, or are you good with 2?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you want to enter into those negotiations?
Yeah, I'm not going to say no yet.
Let's say a new episode of this show is coming on January 25th, whether or not Michelle's involved.
You're just going to replace me? You can't replace me.
Oh, I don't know.
With robots?
And in between now and then, we have a ton of YouTube videos in the can that we're going to share every week. So you'll still have a new YouTube video to watch every Thursday, the 5-10 minute videos about some of the vinyl collections. And then hopefully over the next couple of weeks, I can talk Michelle into shooting the video that was requested of her, because I'm so excited about that concept. I'm very, 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 very excited about that concept.
Also, if anybody works for Spotify or knows anything about how Spotify works and the metrics work and the robots work, I'd like to know. I'd like to know like how they total the shit up.
It'd be cool, yeah, if we get some feedback on that. Like if somebody happens to know.
Like, I personally think that the little video thing that they curate for you is awesome.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But I don't know where all these figures necessarily come from. Like what are they based on? Like does the playlist that
do you want someone to just tell you you listen to more than Michelle?
No, I just want to know in general.
You listen to more than Michelle.
I just want to know.
So, in the meantime, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't, watch all of our social media and whatnot, because we will have all sorts of stuff that we're sharing, as always, in between now and then. And as we always say, well, first of all, thank you, everybody, for listening to us.
Thank you.
Nominations and all that's been crazy. So we will be back with a revitalized and refreshed Michelle very soon.
That's the hope.
Now I'm making promises you can't deliver.
I know.
As we always say about this time, without music, life would be a mistake. Bye.
Bye. The Infectious Groove podcast is hosted by Russ Robinson, Kyle Wimple, and Michelle Kosalecki. Produced and edited by Russ Robinson. Intro and outro music composed by Chris Kimmel. Opening credits read by Stacey Robinson. Recorded with a Rode Podcaster Pro and Rode Pod mics.